Hey everyone, Darren Hunter here with Deniz Yusuf. Today we're talking about getting more warm rent roll leads, emphasis on warm, by
Yeah,
attending strata meetings, or depending on where you are in Australia, we can also call them body corp. And if you're from America, the HOA, which is the Housing Owners
yes,
Association. But really, it's the same thing, isn't it, Dennis? So
it
let's
is.
talk about why are these so important? Why are we able to get rent roll leads from attending these meetings?
Again, Darren, it's because people like myself as a BDM did this and I got business from it, right? So it was attending Strata. Back in the day when I was a BDM, really wasn't that long ago, I saw our property managers having anxiety, right, when they got an email from the strata. And I could never understand that because I wasn't a property manager. I was leasing and BDM. And I'd arranged a meeting with them, and we'll go through those stages. And it helped us bridge the gap, and we became top of mind. But there's landlords that are part of strata that
Yeah,
are in these
absolutely.
meetings. Mm.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's talk about step one, identifying. How do we identify strata groups or body corporate groups or HOA groups? How do we first identify where to find them?
Well, a lot of the time, for example, with the Americans, you'll know that it's part. It's got to be part of the lease agreement. It's part of the housing title, so you'll know that they are part of a group. If you've got a rental property in Australia, then the owners and yourself, you should be chasing the strata details. Because each community has got certain bylaws, and that needs to form part of the lease. So you should already have a list of that. Now, what are those, towers with residential towers, Darren?
Hmm?
We all know there's going to be a corporation a part of that, and community titles
Mm.
as well. So you might have a whole area that's a gated community. Is probably better wording for you. So you need to identify all
So
of those
if we've got a
areas.
block of flats or units, or in America we call them condos, or it could
Yeah,
be one or two townhouses that are got a common roof, a block of apartments, or anything like that, where there's a community or a building with properties in them, there's likely going to be a strata body corp HOA association that looks after the common areas. Correct?
yeah, and let's be clear. We need to be clear on the fact that these are, if it's owned, Darren, by the same person, there may not be a
Correct.
strata there. Okay, so
Correct.
it's got to
Correct.
be individual owners.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and I have seen it, there is a strata involved
Yes.
with the same owner because they're preparing for sale.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, okay, so we've identified that. Certainly, we've got a rental property that's in one of these building types. We can identify. Step two is talking to the owner of that property.
Yeah, well, this is another added service that you could be doing for your owners. It's another thing that you can do on their behalf, so they're going to be happy about it. Even but call them and let them know that you would like to attend one of the meetings with them or on their behalf if they're ever away, right? So you're showcasing to your owners that you will do that on their behalf. It's up to you if you're going to charge a fee for that, especially if it's out of hours, right? But and have a talk to Darren Hunter about that. But you want to talk to your owners, let them know that's another service that you're doing, and let them know why you want to attend those meetings on their behalf to help them.
Okay. Well, step three is contacting the Strata Body Corp HOA Association. So, why is that important, Dennis?
Well, you don't want to get them on the back foot because there's so many. We all get anxiety. Real estate agents are probably getting anxiety listening to this or reading this, right? Because property managers and strata, body corp, etc., they're like an enemy because there's so many grey areas and there's so many arguments. So you want to give them the heads up that you will be attending on the owner's behalf, and why. And it's the beginning of a relationship.
It's a little bit like lions and tigers, isn't it? Is there's that enmity between the property managers and strata managers as well. So just be aware of that. So certainly a good idea contacting them up front, giving them a heads up that you'll be there. Okay, step four, Dennis, attending the meeting. Give us some tips around that.
Absolutely. A lot of the meetings these days, I believe, are done via Zoom or Teams or whatever online platform there is these days. There are a couple that I do know about that still do meet face to face, but they're finding it difficult getting the same owners together. So attend them and give advice where you can, right? Give help and tips where you can, because it's like the one of the other videos that we've already done about Facebook groups. You've got to treat this very similar. You input, you help, you give advice, you become the expert in that group. In this case, it's a strata, body corp, or HOA.
Yeah. Okay. Well, step five is treating them like a strategic alliance or a referral partner.
Totally. So you should now be networking and having regular meetings with them outside of the strata meetings. Go and network and build a relationship with the people that are part of strata. Okay, so I did this in New South Wales, in Narra, New South Wales. I would meet the owner of the strata. Right, I actually met him. I used to have coffee with him once a week on a regular basis, because he is talking to so many different owners, not only in the one particular building that your landlord's in, but multiple buildings in the area. So he's got access to so many owners. And if they're dissatisfied or they're self-managing, guess who's going to be top of mind? Guess who's going to be referred business? Guess who's going to be that market expert in multiple areas? Because you are being proactive and showing the strata that you are here to help as many owners as you can.
No, well done. So look, if you've been watching these videos or this is your first one here and you know that you need help to put these into place, you'd like some coaching, you'd like some accountability, well, we've got some options available to you. Just go to leadmachinesystem.com, take a look, and book into Deniz's diary, or just simply go straight to leadmachinechat.com, book straight into Deniz's diary, and he'll be able to work out what's a good fit for you, what your goals are, so you can then get some serious results from growing your rent roll. Take care, everyone. We'll see you in the next video.